Hotty toddy, it's time for us to take another look at the Ole Miss Rebels and their super interesting, different offensive playbook. You got a good mix of some veer and shoot in there, and then some truly unique and wild formations in here as well. Now, of course, Ole Miss, not too many teams had more interesting little postseason, off-season kind of drama that was going on with Lane Kiffin and pretty much the entire coaching staff, or a lot of the coaching staff, headed over to LSU, pretty much expecting this Ole Miss playbook to be copied and pasted for the LSU Tigers next year, which is great because I hate LSU's offensive playbook in this game. I really don't think there's that much interesting in there, especially compared to what we have with this Ole Miss team. So as usual, we're going to go over how we set up this Ole Miss depth chart. We'll hop into practice mode really quick, talk about some of those unique fun formations that Ole Miss has. Then we have got a game against the Ohio State Buckeyes for you. It's a pretty fun one that really showcases this offense and what it is capable of. So starting at quarterback, Trinidad Chambliss. He's gotten boosted all the way up to a 92 overall. I don't remember what he was at the start of the year. I'm pretty sure it was in the 70s somewhere. You know, he transferred over from Ferris State, really to be the backup this season until Austin Simmons ended up actually getting hurt early in the year. And then Chambliss was awesome. I love Trinidad Chambliss. I say in the actual gameplay, I'll say it here too. Not 100% sure he should be playing again next year, but hey, you know, when you got a judge that went to Ole Miss deciding on the case, welcome back Trinidad. Super fun to use in the game though. 92 overall, 89 speed, pull down, off platform, mobile dead eye. Take off and run with him. You can throw with him. You can do whatever the heck you want with this guy. He's a superstar. Guy's a stud. At halfback, we're going to have Kawan Lacey. Speaking of superstars and studs, they're going to be kind of all over this Ole Miss team. 94 overall, 92 speed, 360 sidestep and shifty. That's a heck of a running back. At wide receiver, another team that doesn't really have that top end speed, but overall just really good wide receivers. Harrison Wallace III, double dip, 90 overall, 90 speed, 6'1". Caden Lee, platinum double dip, shifty, and takeoff, 5'11", but 94 speed, can be your fastest receiver on the field. And Dejon Stribling, press pro, cutter, sure hands, 6'2", 91 speed. So not the fastest group, but some really good abilities and just good overalls, guys that are going to be able to get open for you. So we actually don't touch this wide receiver room at all. We're going to leave those guys out on the field. At tight end, this is going to actually be our first change. Daquan Wright, very solid, cutter, sure hands, both bronze, 89 overall, 83 speed, versus right behind him we have Luke Haas, Duhas Mish with silver 50-50 and sure hands and +3 speed. So we're going to go ahead and make that change, and Luke Haas is going to be our starting tight end. Across our offensive line, all solid. I mean, it's this game, no team really has like a superstar laden offensive line. For a tier 2 team, they will do just fine. On the defensive side of things, we are going to leave the cornerback room alone. We don't do that a ton, but we have Antonio Kite on one side, 6 foot tall, 91 speed, platinum robber with how much zone coverage we call. Love having that robber ability out on the field for that. Yeah, I believe robber is the improved movement in zone coverage. And ball hawk is faster breaks on the ball, I believe is the difference between those two. Could be wrong. But we also have a silver robber on Jalen Braxton. 6 foot tall, 92 speed. Love having the robber on those outside corners, so those guys are going to stay put. In the slot, we are actually going to throw Mr. Fletcher here, 6'3". Love having my tall boys as slot corners with a knockout ability. Bouncer, still not convinced that actually does anything, especially since we never press in our zone coverage, but having an 89 speed, 6'3" slot corner, love the looks of it. So that is going to be our cornerback room. Free safeties, we are going to keep Gashukin, like the old Dragon Ball Z move. Gashukin, you know what I mean? Ball hawk, jammer, blanket coverage, 6 foot tall, 95 speed on our free safety. Strong safety, we are going to make a change here though. We're going to take Williams Jr. down because we're actually going to use him as a sub linebacker, and we are going to throw Mr. Ryan, 6 foot tall, 91 speed up in this spot. You could put Nick Cull in there, you know, he's also 6 foot tall, 90 speed, and he's another blow up, but I just like the looks of Sage Ryan, so we're going to throw him up in that spot. Then actually an important change you're going to want to do if you use Ole Miss is going to be at rush D tackle. So this affects who's on the field in like nickel and dime sets for the most part, and we really want to make sure Xavion Harris is going to be on the field in those formations. Platinum grip breaker, inside disruptor, pocket disruptor, 6'7", 330 pounds, unbelievable stud. So we go ahead and put him right up here. And then actually that other D tackle we keep in, Mr. Brown. So we have another inside disruptor we have an inside disruptor on both of our D tackles. Our sub linebackers, we are going to keep Perkins in here. He's an unbelievable sub linebacker, 89 speed for a will linebacker with platinum knockout, robber, bouncer, wrap up, 6'2", 220. Yes, sir. you can please stay up there. Then we're actually going to put that Williams, that starting strong safety, down to be our other sub linebacker. So that is how we are going to set up the Ole Miss Rebels. Let's take a quick hop into practice mode and take a look at their offense. And the number one thing I'm going to call out about this playbook is one we actually didn't go to really. We went to a couple times in this game because I completely just forgot about it. But this Wildcat do swing D tackle at quarterback package. Just use your defensive tackle 1 as your quarterback. I really wanted to get our defensive tackle a touchdown. We had an opportunity to. Totally slipped my mind. But when we do call it, there's a few dumb things you'll notice on these plays. Mesh or in quick slants, the 2 pass plays out of here. Sometimes you guys just don't go out on routes. They just decide they'd be better off blocking. So we call mesh one time, and our tight end 1, Haas, he just blocks. He doesn't actually go anywhere. Quick slants, I think our B receiver doesn't go anywhere. But quick slants actually works pretty good as like an RPO for the most part. It seems like the blocking and the defensive logic almost reacts to this like it's a QB run RPO. So it's a fun thing to mix in there sometimes. With Ole Miss specifically, wouldn't recommend it. Their defensive tackle is very, very slow. Over on our second channel, Old Man Trying Things, where we also run our online dynasty, 32 users, group of 5, all 2 stars or below. We're about halfway through season 5 right now. Your Old Dominion Monarchs are in for a tough final stretch if you're interested in online dynasties. I'll link it up here somewhere. But also on there, we use this playbook in an offline dynasty, and we used Penn State because Zane Durant of Penn State is like an 81 speed D tackle, and it's nasty. Like, at least against the CPU, it was really, really good. I think we played on All-American and did offense only, and I'm pretty sure we went undefeated and ran for like 3,300 yards with a D tackle. It's crazy how well it works. So if you're looking for something interesting potentially to do in an offline dynasty as we wrap up College Football 26, use the Ole Miss playbook and see what you can do with your defensive tackle at quarterback. But for the actual playbook itself, the formation we're going to be in the most is probably be either pistol bunch. One of my favorite. I love pistol bunch. I think it's such a good formation. The one thing they're missing, we don't have corner strike out of here, but we do have flanker drive. We do have Seattle, which are very similar plays. They're set up very, very similarly to me, because I will take Seattle. I'll take your inside your tight end RB and put him on a drag. So we have a drag crosser and a wheel route over on the right with a clear out streak going over on the left. Flanker drive, we already have the drag, this time from our outside receiver though. Then we take our point receiver, our slot receiver, put him on a post. Then we have a drag post wheel route with a clear out streak over on the left. So we do set those up very similarly and would like to have corner strike in here, but the runs out of here are actually very good too. Halfback zone, halfback dive, both good. And I do think there's potential with this PA deep in. I just haven't figured out what that potential is yet, but I do think it is there. So we're going to call this pistol bunch quite a bit when it comes to the shotgun. So we do have kind of a mix of a Veer and Shoot and a regular playbook, which I'm happy. It seems like they introduced a lot more of this year. I'm hoping that trend continues next year. Teams like Duke have a good mix of things versus teams like Tennessee, where all they have is wide. So I like having that kind of back and forth. We do try a little bit of the Veer and Shoot in this, and it's a good thing, you know, keep the defense honest, see how he's going to play that Veer and Shoot. And if he's got decent defense for it, then we can just get into some other things. But the Veer and Shoot, we pretty much just call, will pretty much only call wide or wide offset. To me, it's just, my brain works a lot better in those two formations. The math is a lot easier for me and just a lot easier for me to see the field. So when we're in a Veer and Shoot, it's pretty much always going to be in a wide or a wide offset. Just what I should have done before the game and didn't is set our audibles. This is pretty much how I'd like them. I do like having some seam streaks like this when they're coming out in a single high defense. Other than that, kind of, you know, attack the different areas of the field. We got an underneath and a deep middle between Y and A on this, and then your choice routes on the outside. Same kind of thing here, but with a slot fade on Y. Can be really good against some press man coverage there. Then cross slot fade. Again, we kind of have that seam streak on Y. We have that crosser on A. And just give yourself different options to go where the defense isn't. Just try to find some grass on the field. But we don't really go to it a ton. My favorite looking formation in this playbook is wing trips weak. I think this looks really, really good. You have that motion RPO Q counter, those QB draw RPOs. I swear they are back. At the start of the year, they were phenomenal. Seemed like they kind of tailed off there for a little bit. But between this one and the one Baylor has, the QB RPOs might just be all the way back. It might be something we're going to have to do some further testing on with West Virginia or something and just try to call a bunch of QB RPOs and see how it goes for us. But this motion verticals play I think looks really good. I like throwing a Texas route on our halfback on that. Overall, looks like a very solid play. You got an all go, you got a Z dig there. Those deep dig routes, they might be the most underrated routes in the game. I swear nobody sees those coming. The user's already gone following something else. You know, you'd want a hot route, either your tight end or your halfback on something on this, and the user's going to follow that. They never see that deep dig coming. Almost always gets open over the middle of the field. So we love having an option in this formation for something like that. When it comes to run plays, though, the only one I really like out of here is going to be halfback base. We don't have an inside zone. You do have a draw. I've never been big on the draws, but wing trips weak. I really like the looks of this formation for Ole Miss. You also got a really solid looking tight open. This motion RPO read flat. I don't really remember seeing this in too many other tight opens. Nasty play. A lot of those motion RPOs I've found, especially when it's a tight end and they're motioning and going from one side of the field to the other, they get stuck on the offensive line. They get stuck a lot, and it's kind of hard to throw them. This being your outside wide receiver, he actually gets through there much, much cleaner. I really, really like the looks of that motion RPO read flat. Then you can combine it with that motion mesh spot too. We're getting that same motion from that same receiver, but it's actually a mesh concept going on over the middle of the field. Digsy spot, tight open. I have a love-hate relationship with it. I think there's a lot of potential with it. I've never had it work great for me. Like slot post, I think is a fantastic, just stock play. PA scissors, you got some bench in here. Like they have good plays in here. I've just never really been able to get it to click for me. We do run it quite a bit in this game though. Let's see, anything else in this playbook that we go to? You got quite a few of these like kind of stack formations, which another one I've never really gotten super comfortable with, so we don't really go to those too much. You got some spread in here, so some more veer and shoot stuff. You got a decent trips formations here at the end with tray open and tray open strong. Definitely not nearly as good as the tray open in Michigan, but still a solid trips you can go to. Still just another option in the arsenal of the Ole Miss offense. You know, Y corner, Y sail, Y cross, all the plays with Y at the beginning apparently are the ones I really like in this. Spacing halfback wheel, that looks pretty interesting. You got a mesh, X drag, so some good things in there. Tray open strong. This one I didn't really like the looks of a whole heck of a lot. Like you have scissors, you have the inside zone run, a few different RPOs, but other than that, nothing in this formation was really calling out to me. So we really stick a lot. We go to the tray open a bit, we go a little bit to the wide, bust out just a touch of that veer and shoot. We go to tight open, wing trips weak, the pistol, and we do go to a little bit of the Wildcat. We'll see how that one goes for us, but it's an overall very interesting, different, fun playbook. Caters to a lot of different styles. Even if you don't want to run the veer and shoot, there might be some other things in this playbook that you do like. And if you do run the veer and shoot, you've got, I don't know, at least eight different wide formations for you to look at here. So a little bit of everything with the Wildcat, with your defensive tackle at quarterback, with some full house, which we actually don't even get to at all, which is another thing I kind of wish I did, but we never bust out the full house tight in this one. It's just a more spread out split T. And honestly, I don't think it's as good as the split T, because what makes that formation great is having that fullback like right behind your quarterback. The fullback dives and stuff, really, really good out of that versus this full house. I don't know, it's not really calling to me. But overall, fun, interesting playbook, interesting game, good stuff, at least in my opinion. I guess really that's up to you guys, isn't it? But all right, that's enough of this. Let's just take it over to the game. And here we go, an opponent been found for the Ole Miss Rebels. Let's see who is going to be coming down to Oxford for this matchup. Love the home stadium of Ole Miss. Love their home uniforms. A lot to like about the Rebels, just in general. We talked about the playbook and everything in the intro. We did search any tier, and it did give us tier 1 Ohio State. Usually tier 2 teams, I'm fine just searching any tier. They're mostly going to be good enough to keep up with these guys anyway, so we will see how Ole Miss can do. We're only 2 overall lower than Ohio State, but of course, Buckeyes have got a pretty dang ferocious team. Let's get to it. Ole Miss Rebels, Ohio State. Let's go, boys. And really, our main goal in this, we do have 425. Always good to see that. Our main goal of this is going to be to get a touchdown with our defensive tackle using that Wildcat Wildcat that we've got here. We'll just do cover 6 to start. That's fine. Shoot everybody down. Throw some contains out there, which I'm not sure we really need to do, but against Mr. Sane, but that's fine. We just got to watch kind of the middle here. There's nowhere to go. Get after him, big boys up front. Go ahead, get screaming at him, boys. We'll mix in a little cover 2 here this time. He was really trying to get something going over the middle of the field. This pass rush is unbelievable how quick they're getting in there. He went back to mesh there again. Nothing doing that time. Again, 3rd and 2. I don't know. We'll just do buzz match. Sure. Why not? Shade everybody down. We'll get on Williams here. We're going back to mesh here again, huh? Oh, get there, safety. Number 14. Who is number 14 there? How did we not make a play on that ball, brother? He ran right on past it. I mean, it looked like it was probably going to be a catch. Like we weren't going to intercept it, but I thought maybe at least we could knock that one out. For sure we could at least get a knockout going on that. So he does get that conversion. He did go back to mesh there and actually went to a playmaker, which is not something we see super often from our opponents here. He's going to try this one-on-one shot. Should we click on? Sure. Oh, he caught that. Maybe we shouldn't have clicked on, I guess. I don't know, but that's his 2 completions on that drive. Not sure we really deserved either of them, but hey, he caught them, so touchdown Ohio State. Let's get Chambliss and this Rebels offense on the field. As part of that Ohio State magic, so what we're going to do on offense here, I really like the looks of wing trips weak. I think this looks like a really good formation. We have pistol bunch, and then we have the Wildcat with with our defensive tackle at quarterback. So I'm going to go to this. I'm going to go to this wing trips formation quite a bit. I like the runs out of it. I think this verticals play looks pretty nice. Let's see what kind of defense he is going to be in here. Oh, he kept up with that. No pass interference there, huh? So a little cover 3 cloud. I mean, we have an all go. We have some different decent enough runs. Let's try a base. Really, oh, we got to make sure this is Quan Lacey. I was just going to say, really, as long as we're getting Quan Lacey involved, I feel like we're going to be okay on the offensive side of things, but it wasn't even him back there, and that guy kind of runs like a dummy. So let's get Diggs out of there. Let's put Quan Lacey in. Now let's see what else we got in here. I mean, the play action doesn't look too bad. The shot Y wheel, slot seam, slot cross. I think there's some pretty good stuff throughout this formation. Do we just want to keep this one as is? I think he's just staying in cover 3 and then usering. That's got to be, and that's not over his head. I thought for sure we could lob that one and it would have some more air on it and go downfield a little bit more. But Chambliss decided just to kind of whip that one right on in there. So with that one ends up getting intercepted. Okay, not a great start here so far for Ole Miss. But we really think our defense is going to be able to get some stops here at some point, you would have to imagine. Going back to just kind of a mesh over there. Boys, what are we doing? What are we doing? Looks like we stayed just a little too far down on that one that time. Okay, not the best start for us. I'm still pretty confident we're going to be able to get a stop on defense here at some point. Look at that switch. Look at that switch. Deserved. Very deserved. Now we're even. That was a great play by us. It was. Hand up, pat myself on the back. Great switch. Stay on that halfback scissors route. Get that interception. First down for Ole Miss. We'll take that ball right back. Let's get into their pistol bunch a little bit. I think he's just going to be staying in a lot of his cover 3 look. He's using that safety. He's going to try to fly down and help out with the run. Can we take this all the way outside? I really thought we could. I really thought we could. He stayed in man that time. All right, let's go to flanker drive then. If he's going to be in man, he might not be staying in it, but only one way for us really to find out. We get the Texas route going that way. Perfect. Wouldn't surprise me at all if he is going to be staying in man. Can we get this, Chambliss? That's a good ball there, Chambliss. And hold the block up there, brother. That's a good ball, Chambliss. Pass lead that one all the way to the left. Get it to our guy, Stribling. Going to take it in for the 90-yard touchdown. We knew the defense could get a stop. It was a questionable pass the first time with Chambliss, but we're right back on track. Ole Miss in. Tie it up, boys. Now we've got him going to a little bunch strong offset. We know that Ohio State playbook's a pretty dang nasty one. We're going to go to a cover 3. We have 10-yard flats on. We're shading everybody. Okay, just don't let them get all the way through there. 10-yard flats on, just shading everybody underneath and then kind of switching our way through. I think I'm going to like it out of nickel over or potentially nickel mint a little bit better. Going back to spread flex, I mean, this might just be mesh again. It's been mesh the last couple of times, so we will see. That's going to be a screen again. I tried to switch over and get on Perkins. That was a mess of a screen. Of a screenplay. Eventually the defensive line gets in there, forces that. I mean, not really. He still had time, but luckily his running back got quite caught up there a few times. We'll stay in arc for 3 cloud. Let's send a little stunt at him here too. Why not? Between our 2 D tackles, we got to get over there with Williams. At least we made the tackle. I think I have to come in more and be like in the box to try to help out with those runs a little bit, but I don't really know. I should probably actually get on Perkins and like get over here. We're going to have the 5-yard hooks on. We're going to get over on Fletcher. I was trying to get up. He actually had that, like an intermediate one going over to the left side there. That crossing route A was on. He had that wide open. So I was really trying to get over to watch that. Luckily, it didn't really end up mattering too much for us here. So we're going to stay on Perkins. If he ever sends 86 vertical, that's going to get wide open because we've got 5-yard hooks on. We're shading down to get 5-yard hooks. So we'll see if that's something he's ever going to actually end up going to. If it is, then we'll have to kind of change our game plan a little bit. Ooh, see, he had me kind of going, oh, I was trying to clobber him. I had to go vertical to watch that deeper one. Then he goes right into the spot that we left. That was a good little play. Good play by him. I mean, we might just go back to Tampa 2 here. He's really just going kind of underneath. More than anything else, now we can leave our hooks where they're at. You don't have to, like, shade it. Yeah, we're not going to shade this any sort of way. We'll keep them all where they are. Oh. That was interesting. Was that little, like, spot? Oh, it was. I think he was going to actually get that deep. Now he's got his mic going here, too, which is interesting. What I should do, and what I'm going to do, is call some match. I think cover 3 match does pretty well against these formations, for the most part. So that's going to be our plan. He's going to go back to the stop and go, and we are stayed right on it with Perkins. Stayed right on it with Perkins. We know our defense can get some stops. Trust the boys. Get that interception. Come on, Ole Miss. What a turnaround. I mean, from his arguably, you could say Ohio State probably shouldn't have any points at this point. I don't think I would disagree with you on that point, but they did get 7, then we threw that interception. But since then, it has been all Ole Miss. Let's see if we can't get this going a little bit more. And we do, at some point, got to go to this do swing. At some point, we're going to have to go to this. I don't hate actually coming out and potentially some Veer and Shoot here. And I'm going to. It took me a second to get Audible set up, but we're going to be able to just keep this as a run anyway because he has 5 in the box. So then we just got to get by his user, and we are laughing all the way to the bank. I think I like these for the most part. The only one I don't love is slot choice. I think I like deep choice a little bit better. I don't hate the PA seams, though, just for when he goes to, if he goes to like a single high look. I think PA seams will be a good one for us to have here. But again, he is just going to keep 5 in the box. He's probably just going to keep usering. See, I should, especially when he brings those guys down. Oh, just hold those blocks out there. Oh, Lacey. Oh, he had some wiggles there. Especially, yeah, if he's going to man and bringing all his guys down like that. Something like Y-cross or cross slot fade. We've got some options of what we can do because he's coming out with 5 in the box, but then bringing everybody down, bringing both his safeties down. So we can kind of audible our way around here. Like cross slot fade, I kind of like the looks of this. By Alexander, we'll send Lacey out like this way. And we'll see if we can get anything going here. We can always just take off and run here with Chambliss too. Just hold the block out there, number 5. Hold the block out there for me, number 5. Freaking number 0. Is that Sonny Styles? Yeah, the potential. What are they saying he's going to go? Like top 5, top 10 draft pick, chasing down Trinidad Chambliss. We had so much room to run there, man. Yeah, he's really staying in that man. I'm going to actually come out in this play action. I'm going to send Alexander this way. I kind of want to keep the play action. Nah. We'll cancel it. We'll block Lacey. Then we're pretty much just looking at A or Y here. I think we had Y, but the pressure got in just a little bit too quick. Yeah, he is playing pretty decent defense against that, so we can go into one of our other formations here. Maybe tight open, or let's get back to wing trips weak. I really think this is a solid formation. I think we can get something going here. I'm going to try the RPO, the QB run RPO out of this. Potentially going to be swinging it to Lacey. Potentially going to keep this with Chambliss. Only time will tell. Go with Chambliss, and go with Chambliss, and go with Chambliss. The linebackers don't know what to do on those QB draw RPOs. Keep it with our guy Trinidad in for the Ole Miss touchdown. I love Trinidad Chambliss. I'm not sure I agree with him getting another year to come back to Ole Miss, but that's a whole different topic. Him being able to step in when Austin Simmons got, is it Austin Simmons that was the starter at the beginning of the year? Got hurt. Chambliss from Ferris State steps in, takes over that team, gets them the best season in like Ole Miss history about. Nothing but love for Trinidad Chambliss, and love to see him get his wheels going there. Get in for the Rebels touchdown. He's staying in that spread. I'm going to stay in our cover 3 match and just use her one of the hook curls. Get over here. We just got to watch. Oh, see, I was just in the middle of saying we got to watch this underneath. Then I got distracted. Like a dog out for a walk seeing a squirrel. I saw something going back a little bit deeper. It's like, oh, wait, actually, maybe we should go watch that. Okay. Box offset weak. Oh, maybe a Tampa 2 here? Not sure what he's going to call out of this formation. I know what I like to call out of this formation. That certainly shouldn't have been it. It certainly wasn't the read. I'm actually going to switch this to, we're going to go to a cover 6. Oh, it is a different play. I'm kind of surprised by that. We're there with Perkins again. Oh, that's another kind of one he kind of got away with there a little bit. I thought we had that one with Perkins, but that is an incompletion. So he's going back to spread Y flex. I kind of just want to go back. I mean, cover 6? We could try a cover 6 match. Oh, but I have zone drops on that soft squat. But if we reset the play, I think that is going to take care of that. So we got to stay on the halfback here as best we can. Best we can. I fell one step behind him. Gosh, I got to stop saying who I'm covering because I always do a horrible job at it. Now he's going some tackle over cluster. There are RPOs out of this. I've used Ohio State's playbook quite a few times. This play, or this formation, I don't know at all. Good angle there, number 2. Good work. But yes, there are. There are RPOs out of that. I should have figured a formation like that. It makes sense they'd have RPOs. All right, let's switch into a Tampa 2 here. Get on the Fletcher, our slot corner. Motioning him across. I mean, I think that's mostly fine. Yeah, that's not actually going to be anything. We have that 10-yard flat over there. It should be watching stuff. We need some pressure. We need somebody to get in there. Somebody go make a tackle. Just go, at least go make a tackle. At least, if nothing else, go make a frickin' tackle, please. He's back. Let's get back in our cover 6 match here. Get on Perkins. Oh, his halfback can't hear him. He's trying to hot route his halfback, but he can't do it. Halfback can't hear him. Good work, boys. I don't know if I should be using... If I should be using on the halfback, I feel like this is a bad idea. We're going to get cooked by something. Goes for the quick out, but the slot corner... Oh, that's a first down. Okay, sure. Yeah. That makes sense. That makes sense to be a first down. I don't know what... Oh, and then I do that so much. Way overcommit to the one side. He's able to just cut it back to the other. Just make it way too easy for him. Just making life easy for our opponent. That is what I like to do. I'm going to try cover 6 here. It's Y trail. We got to get back on the deeper one. We let our flat go make a play on Carnell Tate, who I guess is flying up draft boards, I've been hearing. We'll see how that ends up shaking out. Because this is coming out, what, Wednesday? Yeah. We can get back down here with Perkins. We're going to stay right over here. I'm not risking clicking on that time. Not doing it. We saw what happened the first time against Jeremiah Smith. I'm not clicking on that time. Let our guy go make a play. Another turnover forced by this Ole Miss defense. Now, we've got 33 seconds. We've got 3 timeouts. I think we can get some points on the board here, but how do we want to do it? I think pistol bunch is definitely going to be our best option here. Come out and flanker drive. We'll see if he is still staying in. He's been calling so much man. See, that's going the wrong way now. That's also going the wrong way now. We'll just go with a wheel route. He had been... Oh, and then they run all into each other. That is getting... So not a wheel route on that play. That we know now. No wheel route on that play. Would Y off trips work? Because I just saw he was in a cover 4 palms. Oh, now of course he's not. Gosh dang it. I was going to go Y. I was going to go here and see if we could hit a cover 4 bomb out of this. But of course he's out of it now. Let's just take one down to Lacey quick. I mean, he's still got some moves. He can still go get some yards for us. 25 seconds, still 2 timeouts, and cover 3 Sky. I mean, we could just go to like some 5 wide here too. I do think their trips doesn't look too bad. Like this tray open. We can go to this. It's definitely not as good as like Michigan. Their tray open's unbelievable. But I think this one should work all right for us here too. Let's go. I guess we'll just go a Texas route. It is what it is. We're kind of here at this point. That pressure coming in so fast. He went with man that time, and we just didn't really... Oh, he went with cover 6 that time. So cover 6 works essentially the same as palms and when it comes to match coverage. So if that's what he is staying in, and we're hoping it is, we should have our B open on this. If he's staying in palms, we will have to see though. He is not. We'll just have to take B over the middle, see if we can't get any room with Sterling. At least pick up that first down. We're at midfield. We still got a couple timeouts for us here. See if we can't get a little bit more cooking. We got to start pushing it a little bit more downfield. Maybe the scissors play out of here. What do we have? I don't know. I don't know what to go to in this situation. Tight open. We do have slot post, which is one of my favorite just kind of stock plays in the game, especially out of tight open. He is showing mid blitz. Is that what he's actually going to be in here though? It is. We'll take our tight end quick. I was really hoping. Oh, Haas. Oh, Haas. Go on. Do Haas. Throw a stiff arm. Oh, onto the 3. How do we not take that one in there, Haas? That's why we got you in the game, is for those situations. Motion RPO read flat. Could that work out of here? Speed option. We do still have one timeout, so I think we are going to try this motion RPO to Wallace and see how this goes for us. And then hold a block on the outside, and it worked beautifully. That worked better than I ever possibly could have imagined. Walk on in there, Wallace. The defense gets the huge stop with, what, 30-something seconds left? The offense flies right back down the field. Another touchdown on the board for the Rebels, and just like that, from down 7-0, throwing a terrible interception, to being up 21-7, him trying to glitch block our extra points. Here we go. Now we're in a game. We're just going to run prevent here, and pretty much take this middle guy and go watch Jeremiah Smith. We're going to put 3 guys on Smith. And then even if he catches it, as long as he jumped up and got his hands on it. But as long as we were there to have him not break 3 tackles and get in for a touchdown, that was okay. That was closer than I would have liked. But we take it to half, up 21-7, looking good. Should be our ball here too, which, yeah, it is. Wouldn't be surprised to see an onside kick here, actually, from our Ohio State friend. No, going with a regular kick. All right, let's get that offense back out on the field. Now seems like as good as... Ow, we should have gone to this at the goal line. I totally forgot about it. Gosh dang it. I don't want to go to it now. I just really feel like it's kind of goal line or bust type of offense. But I should have. I just totally forgot. That's on me. I was too excited about us potentially taking a good lead on our opponent there, but I should have. We'll go back to our wing trips week here. Oh, and I just don't have time. We'll have to burn the timeout. Yeah, we're going to go back to this with the Texas route on Lacey, this motion verticals. It looks like he's still in. He might be in cover 3. He might be in man again. Trinidad. Was this cover 3 match? I'm not sure. We're going to be pausing here. Let's see if we're just getting out. I mean, I wouldn't hate us getting out of this one at this point. Who knows what other magic tricks Ohio State has got, but really wish we were able to hit that throw there, Mr. Chambliss, but that's all right. So a 2nd and 10. Just go back to a run out of here. We definitely should try that RPO again, the QB, that swing QB draw RPO. That worked so well for us earlier. I wouldn't hate going back to it at some point. But right now, I think we're going to go... I'm going to throw a couple fake hot routes on there, just kind of keep him guessing a little bit, but we're just going to give this ball to Quan Lacey. It's a 2-score lead in the second half. I feel like now is a pretty good time to try to feed our beast. Kind of wish we got it to him on that play before, but that's fine. Let's 3rd and 5. Yeah, we'll try that QB draw RPO here yet again. See, I mean, I wouldn't hate if we could just throw it to Lacey, but we will see how that all shakes out. Oh yeah, we can. Oh, I'd love a block all the way on the outside there. I didn't want to risk not getting that first down, so I just ran straight for the out of bounds marker. But man, if that outside receiver actually held that block, we were looking pretty good. I don't know why we keep pausing here. I don't know what's going on. He might have just gotten up and walked away. I'm not entirely sure at this point. Oh, no, there he goes. There he goes. Maybe he's just trying to waste time now. We're going to go back to tight open. We're going to go back to Quan Lacey. Oh, if we were able to cut that back to the right. We saw his user flying over that way. I was like, man, if we were just able to get out there a little bit. What else do we got? I mean, it's a pretty standard looking tight open, mesh spot. Shallow corner stop. That looks kind of interesting. Post corner drive. Let's try this Digsy spot. Maybe we put Stribling. Oh, we'll just keep it as is. We'll just kind of keep our play stock at this point for the most part. Nobody got open on that. So he's calling out a man, it looks like. Yeah, cover one Robert Press is going to be kind of his new defense. Didn't look like we got anybody on that one. Maybe we go... Let's see. Well, if he's going to be staying in man... Oh, we don't have corner strike out of our pistol bunch. If he's going to be staying in man, we probably want to look for some form of corner routes, a little sharper corner routes, mesh, things like that. So maybe we'll go mesh. Oh, see, now he's in something different. And now we're running out of time. We're going to go mesh, throw a streak over here on X, and take our 5-yard penalty because you can't hot route with 7 seconds left. It's one of the worst things in this game. I hate it. You can't do anything within like 7 seconds or you're just toast. I mean, his guy came out pressed initially. Now he's backing everybody up. We'll throw a streak on Wallace. I mean, we might be able to catch and run with one of our underneath options here. Oh, Haas! Do Haas! Breaking the tackles of Caleb Downs and picking up that first down. So I think if we can keep an underneath, if one of the underneaths win, or they bounce off each other a little bit there, one of them can get open. We're going to trust our tight end making a play there on Caleb Downs. Love to see it, boys. Do we got anybody here? Can we just take off? Can we playmaker somebody? And throw it? No way, Trinidad. No shot. Trinidad Chambliss rolling to his left as he's getting hit. Delivers an absolute strike for a first down. What a man. What a beast. What a legend. All right. The time has come, though. We've got to go to some of this Wildcat do swing. We just have to. Oh, and of course he's in mid-blitz. Gosh dang it. Terrible time for us to go to this. Or is it? Or is it? Or is it? Go Harris. We potentially could have been there. I mean, we do have the mesh out of here. We could try that if he's going to be sitting in mid-blitz and just hope Haas or one of our tight ends can actually win on the mesh out of here. Let's see. Oh, Haas, please. Haas didn't even go out on his route. What are we doing there, man? If we would have had a shot at least if Haas actually went out and started doing something, but he decided not to. Okay, so he's going to be just sitting in mid-blitz here. We got to look for Lee, potentially Stribbling on this late. He's going to be using Styles, Stribbling on this, on that. It's there. It's there. We just need a little bit better of a throw there from Chambliss. We did have some pressure coming in, so I can't hate on him too much for it, I suppose. Yeah, let's go for it. Let's go for it. Why the heck not? Let's try this Z-dig play. We know he's just sending big man blitzes. He's not pressing. I think we can keep Lacey down. And pretty much we're just going to look for Alexander or Lee on this. Oh, the pressure is just going to get in immediately from Mr. Reese and bring us down. See, this is when I should have taken the 3. That's definitely the smarter thing to do, but it's not as fun. So we'll just yeah, whatever. It doesn't really make a huge difference. It was still a solid drive. We probably just shouldn't have gone to the, what am I trying to say here? That's got to be our ball. Shouldn't have gone to that Wildcat so soon. It had potential. We maybe could have tried throwing one to X that first play. If Haas actually got out on his route on that mesh, maybe we could have gotten something on that. But it is what it is. Should have had interception on our first play here. It's going back to Y trail. We're going to stay right here. I'm not clicking on. I can't. Smith is going to catch it again. Smith is going to catch it again. So I click on, he catches it. I don't click on, he catches it. I'm not sure what you do against Jeremiah Smith. And just like that now, we've got a 7-point game out of nowhere. Has no business being a 7-point game, but is what it is. Just one good drive here puts us right back in a solid spot. So he's in dime, pressing on the outside over there. Might be some match, might be some man. We'll just give it to Quan Lacey and let him not even have to worry about it. Take it for a nice easy gain of 9. It was cover 3 buzz press, so that was some cover 3 match. Tight end angle, flanker drive. We haven't actually gone to Seattle yet. I mean, it's very similar to how flanker drive sets up anyway, so it's not like a huge difference between those plays out of pistol bunch. It's just now we're going to put a drag on our tight end instead, and we can keep that on Lee. I think we're okay with that. As long as we got time, we should have Stribbling. We could have Lee right away. No, we don't. We do have Stribbling, though. Please make this throw Trinidad. There you go, brother. And then juke one this way. Oh, my goodness. Not the best juke, and an unbelievable hit from Ohio State brings us down. But now let's just reclaim ourselves, calm down a little bit. Tries to catch us in man. Now this PA deep in, I feel like this has potential against a lot of different coverages to be like a one-play touchdown. Especially if we, maybe if we actually like stem this down to be like a sharp corner or something. Or maybe I'm just going crazy. I don't know. Certainly could be. Can we roll out here? We can. Oh, we did have that too. Oh, cut it inside. Go on, use those wheels, Trinidad. Get out of bounds, Trinidad. Use those wheels to a certain point, but we got to be smart and take our yards when we can. Duck out of bounds there. So 4 rushes for 61 yards. Been a good use of Mr. Chambliss's legs. I mean, this certainly looks like he's just back in mid-blitz here. I'm going to try, see if we can get this off. Stem down corner route. We'll send A just kind of on a drag, block our tight end, or block our halfback. Really, we're just kind of looking for Wallace on this. Doesn't get there. We'll take Stripling on that quick drag. Take our 3 yards. Yeah, that stem down corner never really got there. That's all right. So we got a 2nd and 7 at the 8. We will take it to the 4th quarter. And now does seem like a good time to go to... I can't go to the Wildcat. I can't. If he's going to be just sitting in mid-blitz, that feels like a really bad idea. So let's go to this tight end bunch. Can I motion in this outside receiver? No, okay. Honestly, I think that's mostly fine. He's gonna get jammed there. Oh, our Lacey just did not want to pick up that edge rusher coming off that side. All right, so 3rd and 15. Let's go to Seattle, and we would take our 3 here if we don't get this. I just kind of feel like we kind of have to in this situation. I should have checked our blocking probably to make sure Reese is actually coming in. And so he is going to be out of mid-blitz this time. Let's go block here. And then can we just throw like a deep curl over on Lee and see what we get here? There's nothing. Just didn't really see a whole heck of a lot there as Reese comes in. Well, why are we taking a timeout there? Reese gets in the backfield for another sack. So this time we will take our 3. Our left tackle just left way in the dust. We'll go ahead and take our 3 here, make it a 2-score game. If we can make this kick, fingers crossed. Let's hope for the best. That looks pretty good. I know you can change your camera angle, but that's all right. Kick is up. Kick is good. Got our 2-score lead. Now, can somebody just make a play on Jeremiah Smith? I don't know. That we are just gonna have to find out. We're certainly gonna hope so. We go with our shaded down cover 3 here. Smith is the point guy over there. I don't want to actually put you on like an inside quarter instead, just to watch if Smith is going deep. And oh my goodness, boys, get on in there, number 1. We got a little bit of pass rush on this defense here too. Brings down Sand for a loss of 11. Now we're going to some 5 wide here, huh? I mean, I don't hate the idea of sending a little extra blitzer at him, but for now we're just going to stay in a cover 3 and shade everybody. Oh, we are right there with Fletcher. Oh, at least got a good hit. Only gave up 8. That's all right. Something maybe like this dime blitz 3. This is going to be a match. And we're going to send a little extra heat at him. I was going to actually shift our line that other way. Send a little extra heat at him, get after him a little bit. He had a lot wide open on that, but I still didn't hate the idea. Now going to trio halfback week. I mean, I don't think we have to worry about an RPO, so we're going to keep our flats on 10. And I'm going to get over here with Williams Jr. We're going to pass commit. No contains. Try to let that rush hopefully get in a little bit. Let's see how that works out for us. That's not a huge deal. I don't think. It might be, but I don't think it is. We're just going to be watching right over here. Let somebody go make a play on Jeremiah Smith. Because somehow he caught those 2 touchdowns. That one gets knocked out. I'm not sure how that happens, but we'll take it. Oh, I was just going to get back to our defensive tackle Wildcat, but our connection to our peer has been lost. Ole Miss does take down the Ohio State Buckeyes. Unfortunately, never really... I'm kicking myself once we got to the 1 that we didn't try to get that defensive tackle touchdown, but still, I think overall, Good showing for the Ole Miss offense in this one. I do enjoy this playbook. You have some veer and shoot if you want to go into it. You have a lot of other fun things in here. Very excited to see this playbook with the LSU team next year and see what we're going to be able to do with an offense like that, but with the team that Ole Miss has. Incredible playbook, super fun team to use. Trinidad Chambliss is a blast to have at quarterback. Quan Lacey, super fun halfback. You could see that defensive line was actually getting in there and getting quite a few pressures, even against the Ohio State offensive line. You got some good playmakers that were able to get open. Shout out to our tight end Haas. That guy's an absolute monster. Scribbling, our slot receiver, played great. And if it wasn't for just a couple random bombs up to Jeremiah Smith, I don't think we really would have given up too many points in that game. That old land shark defense, Ole Miss there was chum in the water in this one. So I hope you guys enjoyed that one. We will be back soon. Until then, take it easy.